If your dog suffers from dry skin, allergies, diarrhea, excess shedding, hot spots, this video is for you. Stick around. We're going to go through Bruce Wayne's allergy protocol. Bruce Wayne has bad seasonal allergies. I was holding off on doing this video until I assured it worked, and this worked really well. So we're going to share everything we did with you for Bruce Wayne's seasonal allergies. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any upcoming videos that could help you guys along as well. First and foremost, I always recommend if your dog has allergies, either food intolerances, seasonal allergies, if they're getting hot spots, if they have excess shedding, I always recommend putting your dog on a raw diet. Diet before everything. A diet before introducing supplements, a diet before giving your dog medication, and a raw diet is, in my opinion, the way to go. It's natural. It's whole foods, there's no processing to it, there's no chemicals added to it, and a lot of dogs have sensitivities to these fillers and everything that's put in these kibbles. It's not the healthiest diet. No shame if you feed kibble, but I always recommend a raw diet. If you guys need help with the raw diet, myself along with Will Atherton, we did a raw diet masterclass. I have a link down below that will help you guys out immensely.
It's no different than humans, right?
Exactly like humans.
This dietitian always advises go to the diet first before you change anything else. Don't add in supplements or medications or anything else. Go to the diet first and alter things there.
Yes. Medications are a band-aid. Medications typically don't cure you. They're actually designed to take away the symptoms as long as you're taking them. For example, Epiquil. We had Bruce in the Epiquil for a bit because of his seasonal allergies were so bad. But with Epiquil comes a host of medical issues. It is an immune suppressant, so your dog is skilled.
We don't want that.
Want to explain what immune suppressant does?
Immune suppressant is basically going to just, like it says, it's going to depress your immune system. Your body's not going to have that same fight response. If it gets sick or if there's any kind of invaders, your body won't be able to respond as strongly with those medications that suppress those actions.
Is it Epiquil? Epiquil?
I think it's I think you said it right.
You guys know what I'm talking about. It also causes growths, like tumor growths or just weird skin growths. And Bruce has had numerous lipomas. I have a video on when I personally removed a giant cyst off Bruce Wayne's foot. Check that out, how I did that. It never came back. He trusted me to do it because he knew I was helping him. And I saved him a surgery, which we don't want our dogs to have surgery. Cut to the chase, this allergy protocol was intensive and I had to have her help with it. I didn't want to share this with you guys until I first took Bruce Wayne through it to make sure it worked, because I only share with you with things that I find are helpful in my dogs. Every dog's different. Because this helped Bruce Wayne immensely doesn't mean it's going to help your dog. Also, it's quite pricey. So it's time consuming, it's pricey. I didn't want to waste your time or your money. I did become an affiliate after all of this with this company, Adored Beast Apothecary. I still buy all of my own supplements from them, but I do make a small commission if you use my link, so it's much appreciated if you do shop with them.
Which, very interestingly, the vet we're going to for Bruce's acupuncture, we noticed has their products in their office. So it's like, oh, okay, that's cool to see, being that she's more holistic focused, which we are as well.
Exactly.
So that was cool. And
this is not a allergy supplement, but I just want to do a quick share because it was really cheap, right? You just bought it. Look at it. So this is called your go-to, and it's a new supplement by them. It's very cheap, and I just recommend everyone has this in your cupboard. Basically, it's for a multitude of things. If your dog's anxious, if your dog suffers blunt trauma, if your dog is in an accident, if your dog is sick, vomiting, diarrhea, obviously you're always going to want to go to the vet, but you can give this to them prior to going to the vet. I just recommend you have this in your cupboard. Bruce Wayne was having some weird pain issue the other day. It was making him really nervous and stressed. So it's the first time we used it. I told Kara to give this to Bruce. She gave it to him. In 5 minutes, he was like super mellow. He went from like shaking and like in pain to just like chill. So I know this works. It's cheap. It's good to have in your cupboard for emergencies. Pick that up, guys. Highly recommend. Now, I'm going to let Kara go through this protocol because she headed it. And you don't need all of this. This is part of their spring allergy sale. So I got the whole entire bundle. You don't have to do everything. There's probiotics in here because a lot of issues start in the gut. Leaky gut. Did you know kibble can cause leaky gut? It can cause leaky.
It didn't, but it makes sense when I think about it for humans again, going back to human food. And when we're eating processed foods and tons of junk, that can impact our gut. So it makes sense for dogs too.
I believe a lot of your health starts in your gut.
Yeah.
So there's probiotics in here, and I always recommend people, hey, do you know a good probiotic? Check out this website.
Yeah.
They have a bunch here. Find what works for you and your dog.
So there's 2 steps to this. There's the leaky gut protocol and then the yeasty beast protocol. You were supposed to start with the leaky gut protocol first, as Jason just indicated. The leaky gut, you need to clear that up first and foremost before we introduce all the good stuff to the gut. You have to really remove any of that bad stuff going on in there and just get the gut as healthy as possible. So the leaky gut protocol includes several things in here. So it includes a liver tonic to support and help detoxify better. And then it includes a healthy gut. That's an enzyme pre and probiotic. So it's helping to feed the good gut bacteria and also add in those additional probiotics. It comes with Gut Soothe. That's an anti-inflammatory blend to, again, increase the immune system. Then there's also something called the Gut Seal Strengthener. This is a remedy to help restore, strengthen, and tighten that leaky gut that could potentially be in place in the GI lining. So those were 4 different items I just listed out. So the way we did it is basically they give instructions right on the bottle, whether or not it's either 2 times a day or once a day, and all of them you do with meals. So you're just adding this into your feedings that you're already doing for your dogs.
These can be rough on your dog's stomach. There is a couple of times where I had to cut back and give Bruce Wayne a couple of days off because I noticed he was eating a lot of grass because it was upsetting his stomach. And then when I reintroduced it, I think I reintroduced it in just 1/4 the amount and then upped it to back to normal. But a lot of it's powder. So that's difficult. When you have a 155-pound dog
Who's picky,
that's a lot of powder. So
I do want to mention that's a good point. The website does indicate when starting this stuff, you don't have to start at the full dose. You can start slowly and increase up, which obviously if you can do that, that's ideal just to make sure your dog tolerates it.
Yes.
The sprays, so one's a dropper, right? The liver tonic's a dropper. That's easy enough. The spray is easy enough. We would spray it to the foods that Bruce normally likes. And flavor-wise, it didn't seem like that impacted him. The powders we got creative with. So we tried out a few different things.
yes, this one, the Gut Soothe, was 1 time a day, 2 teaspoons. That's quite a bit of powder, 2 teaspoons.
Yeah.
The Healthy Gut was 2 times a day, a 1/2 teaspoon each time. So just imagine all these powders piling up. There's quite a bit.
It's a lot of powder.
So we tried numerous things. We would do cooked eggs and mix it around in the cooked eggs.
That probably was most successful.
That was the most successful. I would scramble up a couple of eggs, cook it in a little bit of organic grass-fed butter with olive oil. I wouldn't overdo it. Just scramble it up, and I'd mix it around in there, and it looked nasty because there was so much powder. But he loved it.
It was kind of like an omelet, and instead of veggies and cheese inside the omelet, it was all his powders.
So that seemed to be the best trick for us.
Dog's not into eggs because we knew Bruce is just inconsistent, but something like a bone broth, if your dog will drink up a bone broth, that's a good way to mix it in. Or if your dog will eat yogurt consistently, because we'll do goat milk with them, things like that. But he won't take them consistently.
That's
so
the hard thing. The eggs were the consistent thing because he doesn't get them off.
He will consistently eat. So that's what worked best for us. Sometimes we just tried throwing them on the plate, mixing a little butter with it. It just wasn't. Yeah. So you have to find what's best for consistency for your dog.
Exactly.
Before I forget,
Okay. Yep.
let's mention that.
Doesn't she look pretty, by the way? She's beautiful. Okay, sorry. I had to tell everyone how pretty you are. Even though they can see your beauty.
I messed this up a couple of times, and I'm sure Jason did too. But the powders do need to be refrigerated.
I never screwed that up.
All right. So it was just me. But
I didn't. Truth, I didn't. Just being honest, guys, I didn't screw it up.
Also the liver tonic.
Yes, the liver tonic has to be.
Liver tonic, both powders. The sprays did not indicate that. So just want to throw that out there. Make sure you check, because initially I wouldn't have thought to even check that.
Yep.
Thinking supplements, but...
And they weren't ruined. They were just out for like 24 hours.
Yeah, I mean, but oftentimes you will see with probiotic.
Keep them in the fridge. Yep.
2 weeks. Did we do this 2 to 3 weeks?
2 to 3 weeks, I believe.
I believe it was 2 to 3 weeks to get through this protocol.
Yeah, and we still have stuff left over.
Yeah, we didn't finish it, but that's the recommendation. And the website's great. The website breaks it down in instructions. They also have a really long video you can watch that gives you a ton more information on everything. So that was the first step. We completed that one first. Would you say we saw anything impactful from this first step?
What I really noticed is versus seasonal allergies, it's like a respiratory thing. So you start seeing it with his eyes, and his nose is like hers, where it'll just leak. You'll just be sitting there and just start drip dropping. I'll be sitting there talking to Kara like this, and her nose will start leaking on me. I'm like, Bruce, your nose is leaking on me. That started to minimize.
Yeah.
And that was his main issue, was a lot of goop in his eyes, which this protocol didn't 100% get rid of it, but it greatly reduced it.
It did, yeah.
It greatly reduced it.
Yeah.
So the second part of the protocol was the Yeasty Beast protocol. Change diet. Refer to info on how yeast thrives in sugars, starch, and carbohydrates, which mostly kibble's made up of sugar, starches, and carbohydrates. Yeah. All those fillers in there, guys, it's a lot of carbs, a lot of starches that your dogs don't need. That's why I recommend the raw diet.
Right.
So this one also, step 2, has a liver tonic on it. We skipped that because this liver tonic you can only give the whole bottle until it's empty 2 to 3 times a year. So we're going to do it 3 times a year. Every 4 months, we're just going to put Bruce through the liver tonic protocol.
Yeah, we had started the liver tonic the moment we got it.
Yeah.
There's 3 components of Yeasty Beast protocol. We already did the liver tonic, as Jason mentioned. So you've got Yeasty Beast 1, which is a liquid form. It's a homeopathic liquid combination. You give that twice a day for up to 2 weeks. Right here, just a little sprayer. So we did the same thing we did with the other sprayers, just spraying it on his food. The second one was a powder, again, a nutraceutical powder. They recommend right on here, add to plain unsweetened yogurt, kefir, bone broth, raw milk, or goat milk, organic if possible. We still kept the egg combo going because that seemed to work well with Bruce.
Yep.
So again, these 2 steps we implemented for about 2 weeks.
All in all, the protocol lasted, I think we did it for close to 6 weeks, right?
I think so.
Close to 6 weeks.
We started it up kind of around the same time.
Around March.
Sure with him.
We started around March. Yep.
Okay.
When you were gone. Because you started it. Then I'm like, oh no. I'm like, you gotta leave me instructions.
Yeah, because I left him.
But then she left instructions wrong.
I left it wrong because I wrote about like 6 a.m. and it was dark and I wasn't awake.
I caught it though. Your boy caught it.
All in all, it seemed a bit
very helpful.
It seemed very helpful. At first, when you get everything, you're like, wait, what do I do? You just got to take a minute, figure it out, kind of list it out for yourself. At least I did. And then once we got in the flow with it, it was quite routine, I would say.
It was very easy once we got
Yeah, it's getting that new routine down as it is for anything else. But it was pretty simple.
And again, you don't have to buy both protocols, but it was like their spring sale and it was like 30% off or 25% off. So I'm like, I'm going to buy it. It was still quite pricey, but it did work well for Bruce.
Yeah.
He hasn't been on an Epiquil for quite a very long time. So I was very happy that we could find a homeopathic route to this.
Yeah.
I actually got a DM from someone that put their dog on this and their dog couldn't tolerate it. I don't know the exact details, but their dog was getting stomach issues.
I can see that.
But she also told me she has multiple friends that use the same protocol and it worked wonders on their dogs.
Every dog's going to be different.
Every dog's different. That's why I say start low and slow. It's just better to start like on quarter dose or at least a half dose versus full dose, just to get your dog used to it, how they can adjust to it, because it can bother their stomach. So just listen to what your dog's telling you, essentially.
Yeah.
If they're tolerating it fine, just slowly up the dose until you get to the full maintenance dose and just monitor it from there.
I would say too, even if you're not ready to do all this, if nothing else, you could start the liver tonic might be ideal.
Liver tonic and the phytoplankton.
Yeah, I'm not a vet, but I would say especially if you get your dog vaccinated with all the vaccines, if you do all the stuff, the neurotoxins that can kind of just build up in the system, it probably would be good for a detox for the dog.
Because on the leaky gut protocol, it actually talks about anti-vaccinosis. Initial 2-day regimen. Give recommended dose twice per day for 2 days to assist in removal of associated vaccine side effects without removing any vaccine benefits. Keep remainder on reserve. Can be repeated part way through the protocol.
Yeah. I will say the instructions online on their website are easier than the box.
Yes.
So I just want to throw that out there in case you get the boxes and you're not certain what to do. Go to the website. It lists it out where it's very clear.
Yep.
Just don't try to look at it at 6 a.m. when you're not resting.
So that's versus allergy protocol. And you know what? Just because I don't ever really share this.
Yeah.
We've been using these two supplements for 6 years, over 6 years on birds.
Over 6 years.
Over 6 years. I always get asked, joint care is huge in my book, especially when you have giant breed dogs. I just ran out of this, so I have to open a new bottle. I go hard on our joint care. We have like 5-6 orthopedic beds in the house between upstairs, my office, the living room, the basement. We have one for the SUV. We have a ramp. We are such sticklers on our dogs' joints because once their mobility goes, like everything goes downhill after that.
Quality of life, man.
So we've been using New Joint DS for over 6 years with Bruce Wayne and Joey Justice since we've had him. And we've also been using New Vet Plus. The New Vet Plus is basically a multivitamin. I'm pretty sure he's getting everything he needs through his diet, but this is just kind of like a backup, you know? Just a backup in case I am missing something, because there's a very nice profile of vitamins, minerals in here. But at least make sure your dog is on some sort of joint supplement. I just can't recommend that highly enough. You know, on top of Bruce eating bone ligaments, which is so good for them, the cartilage, the bone marrow, that's amazing for their joints. But also something like a glucosamine with MSM.
BW loves these. They're like a treat to him.
They are.
The T word. He loves them. In the morning, they were called snacks. Jason would get to the snack plates together for the boys.
Their claims: protects healthy joints, rebuilds cartilage, lubricates joints, expands mobility and flexibility, improves quality of life. And of course, if your dog's not having joint issues, their quality of life's better. Exactly. I'll link this down below for you as well.
Yeah.
What we do for the past 6 years, we're just on the auto ship plan where it gets shipped once they know how many we get, and they just ship it when we're about to run out. So that's the easiest way to do things. That way we always have stock on hand. So there's something.
List out and link everything in the description box.
I will do that for them. Appreciate if you use my links. Also, this Corso shirt will be linked down there. Where's your Corso shirt? You got to show your little boobies coming in.
My little boobs out to the people.
Yeah, I like that. The side view is really nice too. All right, guys.
That's keeping it classy with the sweater.
Thanks for all the love and support. Until next time, Kara Corey, Jason Corey, Bruce Wayne and Joey Justice down there. They just don't really fit in this video, but I'll throw out some B-roll.
Okay.
We'll see you next time.
That's nice.
Peace.
Peace.